they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets.
Welcome to Graybo's Giblets, part of the NoOffSeason.com Sports Card Network. We're out here dropping giblets. I'm your host, Graybo. I'm joined by Denny One Time and Fitz. We are breaking down the NFL slate this week. It is already week 13. How we doing, fellas?
It's great to be here.
It's a great day to be an American wagering on football.
Let's do it. Let's hop right into it. And by doing that, you can also remember, go on Whatnot. Get $15 on Whatnot by joining through whatnot.sportscardstrategy.com.
Where you can buy cards from the A-Team. As a group, we break there 4 nights a week. The A-Team breaks on Wednesday nights.
The A-Team's Wednesday nights. A lot of NBA breaks coming up on Whatnot. We have made it to the big leagues. Come see us. All right. Our favorite plays of the week, our favorite 3 bets of the week. Denny, you're over 500, 18, 17, and 1. Let's go, baby.
Above water.
Let's go, baby. Steelers -1.5 covered. Rams covered. Houston was close. Unfortunately, took the L there. Who we taking this week?
I'm kind of riding the Cowboys again because they've been doing it. They've been beating the bad teams. Seattle's not necessarily a bad team, but the Cowboys are at home. And I just think they're going to keep this train rolling. I'm just going to ride the horse until it bucks me, basically, with Dallas. And if it bucks me, then I'll reconsider. Kind of the same thing with the Dolphins at -9.5, taking them as well. I'm going to not ride the Commanders until they buck me. The Dolphins, just like the Cowboys, beat the bad teams. The Commanders, I think, clearly are a bad team right now. Why they gave up their 2 best defensive linemen, I don't quite understand that. While they fire the defensive coordinator after that, you take away your 2 best defensive players, and then they don't play good defense, and then they fired the defensive coordinator. Whatever. That just, I guess this rebuilding's going to happen.
Had to blame someone.
Yeah. So whatever. Cowboys -9, Miami -9.5, and then I'm going to take my guy Justin Herbert.
Jesus.
-5.5.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Just because I guess they're playing a bad team as well, and they need a win, and they can score some points. So go.
All right. And you took the Cowboys who play tonight, so no one will hear that.
Wrong.
All right, Fitz, 20 and 16 and 1 overall.
I want to bet it real quick.
Falcons win. Browns were a loss. Chiefs, Raiders under 43 was a loss as well, but you're still 20-16-1. Give us your 3 pets that you like this week.
That was like what you did last week when you took the Dolphins game on the Friday game.
Oh, I'm not hating it.
Yeah.
It's a winner.
It's a winner.
That was my lock, too.
Should edit in just Thursday night games into these sound bites. We should just record both variation of scores. I'm going to go with the Titans getting a point against the Colts. I think Will Levis and crew can do enough. The Colts are just not that good. The sharp money's all over the Titans. So let me
including your sharp money.
Yeah, sharp daddy.
Yeah, that's what I am in NFL this year. That's sharp. Sharp money's also on the Saints. So with that said, I will go against the sharp money to completely go against the system that I've created here. Lions -4 against Derek Carr and the Saints. I think they get it done. And then, I'm going to tail Denny here. The Bolts -5.5 against Bailey
Zappi. We're going to be talking a little Bailey, I think, coming up.
So I actually, when we get to the props, we'll save it.
We'll save it. I love your props now.
It's a little, What does it mean? I don't know.
Soprano. All right, I'm with you with the Lions -4 versus Saints. Missed the boat on 3. I like the Lions to bounce back. Their offense, I think, is too much for the Saints. I think their defense is going to be able to stop a banged-up Carr. I can't believe he's still playing. I like 3 concussions. Going back to my squad, they've been good to me. Texans -3.5 against the Broncos at home. I know the Broncos have been hot, but the Texans need this one. to stay within the AFC wildcard here. So I like the Texans at home. CJ Stroud, Tank Dell, great rookie tandem there. And then Browns-Rams, under 40. Cleveland, very good defense. Stafford looked good last week, but I think they're able to shut them down a little bit this week. And then Cleveland also has a really bad quarterback. It's a good recipe for an under. So I like the under 40 there. Denny's favorite, props, baby. Props. He's 4-9. 4-9.
My favorite segment.
Had Warren over 18.5 receiving. He had 13 last week. Couldn't get it done for you. Who are you going with this week?
So going back to the well.
Yeah, baby.
This time I'm going to take Jaylen Warren over 78.5 combined rushing receiving yards. I think it's going to be a better offensive week for the Steelers. Another week without the hamstring that was their offensive coordinator. Good spot for probably him and Najee both. So give me Jaylen Warren over.
All right. DeVito over 177.5. He had 191. Fitz was hype.
What a prop.
What a prop.
What a
Hit it. Fitz is 6-7. Yeah, DeVito had his family in the stands, and Fitz was one of them out there, just getting hype with the fam.
I was texting,
Love it.
I was texting you guys all.
You
all
were.
the
You were. I thought you were talking about Ritter because he started, and I was like, he still stings, and you were like, then I figured out you were talking about DeVito.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your prop here?
Yeah. So again, no scared money over here. I'm gonna go back to the exact same number that won me last week, 177.5. Timmy Boyle.
Oh, God. He's like a PE teacher.
I'd rather have a boil on my ass than make that bet.
He cruised to this number last week with 179. I don't see a scenario where he doesn't. I really, really want to parlay this with Bailey Zappi over 200.
We have to.
But Zappi's passing prop, at least on DK right now, is off the board. So
Boyle
I'll keep an eye on that.
Versus the Falcons. Falcons are a sleepy, good defensive team.
They're like, I think, right where the Dolphins are. So, and that's who they play.
Okay,
this week.
I like it. Let's go.
It's probably a fine number.
I'm riding that. Let's do it.
But you're right. The Falcons are like.
Can we do like a DeVito? Oh, he's on a bye though. I do like the Boyle Zappi parlay. I'm going back to the well. Keenan Allen was over 80. I had him over 86 receiving yards last week. He had 106. Shout out Rotor Grinders. We're like exactly right on that projection of 110. So I'm 7-8. Keenan Allen projected again around 105. Guess where his prop is? 89.5. So let's take it again and keep making some money. All right, DFS. Denny, we got to figure something out. The first few weeks, it was interesting because we didn't win any money, and the next week we won a lot, and we kept bouncing back and forth. Now it's like, all right, we're cashing, but we're not. Our net is not great at all. What do we need to do here?
Probably get somebody else other than me to put the lineups in. Probably.
Okay.
Nah, I have such violent reactions to DFS. It's like back playing poker tournaments. Like cash games is your more steady way to make a living. Tournaments is so volatile.
Yeah.
Like you can play
Big
great
money
poker,
though.
play great poker and lose, but when you win, you can hit it really freaking big. So the variance is through the roof. And DFS, is the exact same thing for us. So we've had 2 good weeks, one really good week, one pretty good week, and some weeks where we made a little bit of money. But we need to get it going, or I threaten every week to quit DFS.
You can't do it.
But let's start at the quarterback position. At the higher end, I like Tua. I think you do too. Middle of the road, I like Sam Howell. I think is in a decent spot. He's going to be slinging the ball a lot. And then at the low end, I can't believe I'm saying this, Russ and Pickett are actually pretty good bargains this week. Russ at 5,700, Pickett at 5,100.
Yeah, I like Russ too. I just think he's going to be very popular, so I'm okay getting off of him and going to the guy right under him at 5,600 and fits his boy Brock Purdy this week against a banged-up Eagles secondary. I think he's going to do very well, and I think he's going to go a little bit under the radar. I think people are going to go to Russ because he projects really well, but Purdy's right there with them. I do love Tua at that number, 7,900 against the Commanders. And then you could also play Sam Howell, who's going to be throwing all the time. So I'm with you there on Howell and Tua, but I really like Purdy. And then if you want to get weird, 4,800.
Let's get weird.
4,800, Zappi. 40 against a Chargers defense.
Zappy hour.
I think the Mario Douglas is in concussion protocol, but he's going to be ready to go. Hopefully, he's a pretty sneaky good receiver for DFS. I like that connection. And then Ramondre Stevenson, I like this week too. So I do like the Patriots offense. Isn't that nasty to say?
It is.
But if you want to get weird, Zappy 4,800 at running back. Duke, who you got?
I don't like a lot at the top. If I had to take one, give me Kamara, pass catching machine versus Detroit. Middle of the road. I like Rashad against Carolina. And you see this name, Zach Moss, popping back up again.
Yep.
4,600.
He is, he's going to be very popular. Jonathan Taylor is not playing. So at 4,600. Zach Moss is a cash lock if you're playing cash games because it doesn't matter the ownership. But with GPPs, if you fade him, I won't hate it because he could definitely put up a dud. And his ownership probably be around 60, 70%. But I'm going to play him in some. You have to at that price. Rachaad White, I love for Tampa Bay. And then Kyron Williams. I know they played Cleveland, but this guy is an absolute workhorse for the Rams at 7,200. Pass game, run game. He's back. He's their workhorse. And then I like Ramondre Stevenson and Javonte Williams for Denver. And a sleeper pick, Chuba Hubbard, 4,800, who has taken the lead back role over Miles Sanders for the Panthers. So that's a good value sleeper play. Wide receivers. There's one name here that we need to just play him. And I know
we typed our guys in without knowing the other. Look at what we put. We're almost identical.
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy.
We use the same projections.
Yeah. But I'm with you. Like, Tyreek is what you're going to say, and he's 9,600, which is crazy expensive. But, I follow the Commanders because that's my team, and they're bad, and they're trending bad. The NFL can surprise you week to week where somebody can sneak up and keep it close or win a game, but, I don't see a scenario where Miami doesn't blow out Washington. And who's going to score? This man, Tyreek Hill, twice.
Yeah, he is a smash play, even at that price. It's kind of ugly in receiver this week, actually, and I love Tyreek Hill here. I also like Michael Pittman and Cortland Sutton, which I think you have. Denver receivers are projected very well, like Judy as well. And then, yes, the Commanders receivers, Scary Terry, Curtis Samuel are good plays because they're going to be behind. And they're not terrible. Like this offense is not terrible.
Yeah, receivers, it's a good receiving core.
So I like them because you get good, Scary Terry's 5,500, Curtis Samuel's 4,100. So if you play a guy like Tyreek Hill, you're going to put one of those Commander receivers in because it's a good correlation for the game. Some good value plays under 4,000. Elijah Moore is only 3,800. It's been a target for DTR. And then I like Robert Woods in a big offensive game with the Broncos Texans as well. The Texans are valued very high this week, except for him. Like Tank Dell, Nico Collins, CJ Stroud, you can't play them, in my opinion. But you could play Robert Woods. And then for tight end this week, all of them suck. So good luck.
Tell us how you really feel.
I would mix and match and just try to play some stacks if you can. Duke, who do you like?
Yeah, I'm with you. Laporta at 5,600 is decent.
You're playing a 5,600 Laporta?
I might. If you're asking me, I thought the structure is who up top, who in the middle, who down low.
Yeah, I kind of got away from that. Yeah.
So,
but you're right. Hey,
if I'm playing
structure.
If I'm playing up top, that's what I'm taking. McBride, pretty solid at 4,900, and then the two cheapies looking at Juwan at 3,400 or Conklin at 3,000. They both project well, but I'm with you. It's a crapshoot punt situation probably at tight end.
You know what we should try this week? Is just playing 1:00 games for some contest, and then other contests, obviously the 1 and 4:00 game.
You want to do that?
I don't know, something different.
Want to mix it up?
Something different. You know what's good about the 1:00 games is you know where you stand, and you don't have to sweat it as much as we do.
Yeah,
we're like, damn it.
Where you don't have to go get way ahead after the 1:00 games and just watch your teams just sink and sink and sink. There's no worse
Thanksgiving last year.
Oh my God, nothing worse.
Sorry, my wife is texting me. All right,
tell her you're a
podcaster. Of the week and our Survivor. This freaking guy still in Survivor. He's just having a year. But we'll talk about his locks as well. So my man Fitz in Survivor took the Titans. He is still alive.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
It's week
So
13.
brave. So brave.
You know, in the super, like the contest in Vegas, Circa for $9 million, there's only about 80 some contestants left. Fitz,
Yep.
you would be right there with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it next year.
Why
But-
did we take your picks in our freaking
Yeah,
team when we did? Good God.
we had a team one where we had 10. We had 10, and you had one.
We should have made one lineup. Fitz
Fitz's
picks,
right.
yeah.
Fitz's picks. Yeah, me and
We
Denny
should do
got.
that next year. We should all have like our own individual one, and then once your individual one's out, you can't say in
Yes.
the.
That's a
message.
good idea. That's a good idea. All right. So I can't wait to see who Fitz is taking for Survivor because it's going to be hilarious. I have no idea who he's taking. Duke. I'm just laughing at you. The cheeks. Duke, who's your lock?
Dolphins minus 9.5. Commanders are cheeks. Put that on the record. Keep that in the podcast.
And I forgot to mention your record. I love just talking records. Denny, 7-4-1. Steelers minus 1.5 win.
No
look
big
at
deal.
you.
No big deal.
All right, so Dolphins minus 9.5. Fitz. We're gonna come back. Let's come back to Fitz. Gray 9-3. You guys don't talk about that much.
We should talk about that more.
Dolphins minus 9.5.
Give me the phone. Your wife's calling. I'll tell her. Give me the phone.
Dolphins minus 9.5 for me last week. Win. Going with a teaser at plus 160. That's going to be a lock for you guys. Lions plus 2. Texans plus 2.5. I really like them as favorites, so now we get them as underdogs. Panthers plus 11. Think they cover that. Maybe win. Banged up Baker, who's going to try to play. Panthers don't have a terrible defense. They've been playing terrible, but coach is fired. Play inspired. Think like that.
I do like
Coach is fired. Play inspired.
hashtag Boise State, right?
Fitz 2-10. So we say it again. 2-10. No. Other than that, he's been awesome in both NFL and college and as a business partner. But last week, Chargers, Ravens over 48. He told you guys to fade him. Like, he's probably winning y'all money.
Actually, yeah, this is like
You're fourth or
week.
fifth week, just fade him, and you're winning 5 weeks in a row. First, we want to know your lock. You said it doesn't matter, but we still want to know your lock so we can fade you. And then who are you taking for Survivor?
All right, my lock of the week is going to be the Virginia Tech Hokies getting a bid to the Duke's Mayo Bowl because they're bowl eligible after an absolute routing of the Virginia Cowboys.
We're not
We
even
forgot
gonna
to
talk.
mention that.
We're not going to talk about
We
this.
didn't talk
He
about
skimmed right over that one, didn't he?
this.
I wasn't gonna mention it until y'all said something.
This is my last chance to get that in. I'm going to go with an emotional hedge here, as we do. I know mid-major Matt says there's no such thing, but I'm going to try to speak this Niners win. We didn't really talk about this game.
You're right.
The biggest game of the week.
Big game.
Was it like 7 or 8 games in the 1 o'clock window and just 2 games at the 4 o'clock window? Just so there's a lot of buys, but
And one of them's Panthers Bucks.
I think the NFL wants all eyeballs on this game, which it will be. So give me the Eagles money line plus 130 sharps. Everyone is on the Niners. They're on the road. The Eagles have had some questionable wins, but they're still finding a way to win.
They're just running above expectation.
Yeah. They still scare me as a Niners fan. I know the Niners are playing really well, but this is not even just only an emotional hedge. Like, I would not be shocked at all if the Eagles win this game. So I'll play the plus money. Survivor.
Oh, here we go.
Justin Herbert in the Bulls.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I didn't know you still had them.
Still got him.
Good for you. You could be
You feel
winning.
confident
Circa.
about the Chargers? I mean,
It was between them and the Texans. I know you like the home teams, but the Chargers on the road in New England against Baylor. I would rather them play Mac Jones, honestly. Maybe Zappy gives them a little spark. I think in the end, the Chargers can win this one.
I like that.
The Chargers away from home probably better than.
You like that, Denny?
So
They don't like it.
based on his options, yeah, I think that's probably what I would do.
Awesome. So, Market Movers. Save 20% after a free 14-day trial. Visit marketmoversapp.com and use the promo code No off season.
It's a great time to buy sports cards. This time of year, prices dip because people are dumping cards to buy Christmas gifts. So whether they're buying baseball, football, or basketball, it's a good time to buy cards. Right now I'm looking for Jackson Holiday, Xavier Isaac, James Wood, Jackson Churio. Baseball guys right now.
It's a good time to buy sports cards so that our children can have a Christmas as well.
That's what I meant. Merry Christmas.
The burden is on you.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
To the Fitz family.
All right. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today. Good luck with your bets. Thanks to our listeners for riding with Graybos, and be sure to tune in next time. Leave us that 5-star review on Spotify, iTunes. We out.
Graybos mystery packs. Giblets.
Closed eyes when I go to sleep, I don't see sheep, see dollar signs. $100, got him beat the odds for the 100th time at a money line. Brock Purdy was irrelevant, now I'm at the front like a cutting line. G5 to the power 5, Grade was on fire like it's summertime. I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window?